Hi, my name is Max Brallier and I make books for kids. You might know some of the characters in my stories. Characters like Sam Graves from the Erie Elementary series and Cosmo from the Galactic Hot Dog series. Today, I want to talk to you about one character in particular, my favorite character, Jack Sullivan. He is the main character in my series, The Last Kids on Earth.
Tell us about your character.
Jack Sullivan is like the brave, funny, cool hair-having version of me, and I'm the geeky, dorky, kind of lame version of Jack. But Jack is already pretty geeky and dorky, so that's saying a lot about my own geek dork level. Jack's weapon, his sort of like iconic thing, is his baseball bat sword, the Louisville Slicer. He even calls it his lightsaber at one point, and that's because when I was a kid, I was in Little League, and I was terrible. I was awful. I was the worst kid on the entire team. The only good part about Little League was that I got my own baseball bat. And so I spent hours pretending it was a lightsaber, like swinging it around, making dumb noises. And that's where the idea for Jack's Slicer came from. Also, joining Little League just to get a baseball bat so that you can play Star Wars is a very Jack Sullivan thing to do and a very Max thing to do.
How did you come up with this character?
I actually just started writing and Jack sort of created himself. It's the only time that's ever happened to me. I had him say the sort of stuff that I would say and tapped like way deep into my inner 13-year-old. I think that's why Jack's my favorite character that I've ever created. He just came so naturally. I like that Jack is kind of endlessly positive. Early in the first book in the series, he says something that really sums him up and that I really like. Jack says, "I learned a long time ago that it's best to try not to worry so much about the junk life shovels on you. Life tries to knock you on, just do your best to duck and keep moving. The way I see it, someone's always got it worse, right?" That's Jack Sullivan.
What made you want to become a creator of books?
I wanted to create books because I love stories and they are important to me, like really important. I was a anxious, nervous, sometimes lonely kid, but I always found comfort in stories. I used to have those like classic bad days at school, those days where you come home, just wanna like fall into the couch and lay there face first for like a week. And sometimes I would come home and do that, just lay there. But often I would read a book or watch a movie, and that allowed me to escape and caused me to forget just for a little while. But a little while is better than like no while, about whatever it was at school that was stressing me out, making me nervous, making me upset to my stomach. Stories can help you forget about the lousy parts of life for a little while. They're like medicine, but like good medicine, and I wanted to create that. So in 6th grade, I began to get really into movies. And I remember one afternoon I told my mom that like movie critic, movie reviewer must be the coolest job in the world because you get paid to go to the movies. And my mom said, "Okay, you can do that job if you want to." But she meant like that day I could do that. And so she helped me write a little letter to my local newspaper, basically telling them that they should have a movie review column for kids written by me. And I sent the letter and I heard back like 6 months later and they hired me. And in 7th grade, I was like a movie critic and I saw one movie a week and wrote one column a week. And the more I wrote about movies, the more I began to think about what I liked in movies and in stories, and the things that I would like to see if I was making my own stories. That's what got me sort of thinking. And that got my brain working in a creative way. And soon I just had like so many ideas, they were overflowing.
If you found a whale in your bathtub, what would you do?
I would get out of the bathtub quickly but carefully, and then I would never go in there again because whales terrify me, and not in like a fun way like scary stories do, in a big way.